One day in summer Wales, Eustace was leaving the logging station with flatbeds with 6 large logs. They were really heavy, and it had rained yesterday, so the tracks were really slippery, and it was really hard to brake. Eustace was going to take the logs all the way to the port. Little Lena was waiting for him down the hill. Let's go. He isn't the fastest engine, but the logs were really heavy, which made him also go faster. Every time when he went downhill, the logs pushed him more down, so he couldn't stop. Luckily, he wasn't stopping. But little did he know, down the hill there was the quarry, but the points were wrongly set, leading in a sighting with some trucks full of limestone. Eustace did not know that. It kept on going. The driver didn't even see the points were wrongly set. He was putting fire in the firebox, and then when they finally realized, reduced steam slowed down, but it didn't work at all. Eustace crashed into the limestone trucks full speed. The driver was badly hurt. He burnt his hand as the firebox was still open. All the limestone cracked immediately after the impact. Eustace was really damaged, but the logs were okay. The first 2 flatbeds were damaged, but they were repairable. But not the limestone trucks, they were crushed. Sadly, when the driver was getting driven to the hospital, he died on the way because of bad injuries and from the impact, and also because he burnt his hand. Eustace, it would take 1 year for Eustace to be fixed because the damage had really destroyed his front, which meant that the new engine would have to replace Eustace for the time being until it gets repaired. Because John Henry can't do it all alone, because he does the passenger work, taking workers to the logging station and taking them home. Eustace just took the logs to other places in summer Wales. It would take 2 hours to clean up the entire mess, and also to send Eustace to the works. It would take 3 hours because they were still really up in the hills. The limestone trucks were put there by Rutley's driver. He forgot to set the points because he was going to inspect the old quarry to see if there are some materials there. But for some reason, when they searched, there was nobody there except for Rutley, who had been covered in rocks. They thought that but there weren't any mountains nearby to cover that. Yeah, maybe a big landslide, but not so big to literally cover Rutley in rocks. So nobody knows what happened to Rutley's driver. Sounds like he ran before the rocks fell. But some people say that the rocks somehow just But some people are really not sure of that because the rocks didn't fall. It looked like the rocks were thrown abruptly. They didn't fall. They were thrown abruptly. It is still a mystery. The new engine that the control choose of replacing useless was Quirk. Quirk was already heading there on her way, so he decided to choose Quirk as the new engine of replacing useless. She took the loss too. The other two flatbeds with those logs were really derailed, so they couldn't take them. And besides, they were really damaged. We're just gonna take the other one and leave those logs back. Soon Quirk arrived at the logging station, which wasn't really that far. And she was gonna leave them in the same society as the others. Soon Quirk left the flatbed of logs in the sign thing and I was gonna go in the shed. Quirk slowly backed up into the shed to take a rest. Quirk's driver then hopped out and went to talk with John Henry's driver. Quirk's driver agreed with John Henry's driver to show them all the ways that they had to drive when they were bringing logs to places. They got a wagon called the crew car. John Henry's crew hopped in it and were gonna show Quirk's driver everywhere where they're gonna need to go. So Quirk released steam and whistled proudly. And she started up. Soon, Quirk would be really useful at the logging station. Because Quirk is a really good runner, she will be able to take even 7, which is more than usually. How much it normally uses takes, which is 6. We have to teach Quirk's driver everything about going up. Quirk had one of its best runs ever at the logging station. Cause she did so good doing for replacing useless entirely. What now? Well then, there's actually shock. The logs were too heavy, and Quirk was pushed down the hill. There was a pile of dirt at the end. Quirk was sent flying. John Henry's crew quickly hopped out, as well as Quirk's. Quirk crashed into the pile of dirt, which had hardened so much, Quirk was sent almost and Quirk almost flipped over on her side. The grill car was crushed. The first back button which had logs was destroyed. Luckily, Quirk wasn't that damaged. Only just a little bump. Didn't do a lot for her. But her foot plate was kinda damaged, but it was fine. The wheels were okay, and Quirk was still gonna be on the tracks. But the grill car, well, it had to get scrapped because of how damaged it was. Like, seriously. The roof was missing, the poles are missing, which held the roof, even the chair just went flying off. The one car was able to be repaired. The other ones didn't get damaged. But the weight was a little bit too much for Quirk that time. But other times Quirk managed. It was just because that they weren't going that fast up the hill. And they had to get the speed. Well, nothing really bad happened. Other than Eustace. And Eustace's driver, which kind of really got damaged, and Eustace's driver died. Other than that, this day in Summer Wells was not that bad.